crazy mother. What it do, so visionaries and potential so visionaries out there. I am your host, Rod Corner. You are now rocking with the mobile version of the Soul Vision Podcast. You know, that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about them things you might have heard or even saw. Now, we're going to talk about, hey, first of all, excuse the sun. The sun is coming through, man. I'm driving in the direction of the sun, man. So, hey, if it's off a little bit, hey man, the sun is hitting me direct. But speaking of suns, might be a daughter. Who knows? But me and a couple folks was talking about the whole Drake issue with him being in court. You know, is this another child? You know what I'm saying? Is this the original child's mom going back because he's not stepping up, doing what he's supposed to do as the father? What is it? All I know right now is like Drake is moving in a real shiesty way. You know, be it the culture or just probably in his personal life, period. You know, his behaviors is that of a child. You know, and it seems like he's the Pinocchio. He doesn't want to grow up. I mean, not Pinocchio, Peter Pan, I'm sorry. He's Peter Pan, and he does not want to grow up. And to me, that's man, I think that's a lot of people's issue, man, you know, that grow up entitled. They don't want to grow up. They think everything should be given to them, handed to them. You know, whether or not this man is in court for another kid or not, you know, if he is, just say if he is in court for another child, man, that makes Meet the Grahams that much more powerful of a song. Meet the Grahams probably a jump back on the charts again if this man has another child. No, and why was he sneaking into court? Is that why he stopped at the tour or whatever? Because he had a court date? Was that the scheduling, the logistics, and all that other stuff? Is that what it was? He had a court date. He had to show up because he's trying to hide them baby mamas. You got to look at it this way, man. A lot of men may have children out there that they don't know about, especially if they was out there slanging and banging. And, you know, Drake is a major figure, a major celebrity. So, you know, he's probably raw dicking a whole bunch of chicks. Y'all letting him. So he may have children out there. He may not even know he has children out there because it just seems like he's careless. You know, hell, growing up, man, we were all careless at one point in time when it came to the chicks, man. We unloading in them, and you know, it doesn't sound when you step back in this day and time and you say, damn, that doesn't even sound right, man. But it wasn't right. And Drake has a larger platform than an ordinary man, more money than the ordinary man. So guess what? He's going to have that opportunity to go around the world and spread his seed. And he's probably done it because Drake seems like he's an irresponsible child. Very irresponsible. Very, very in denial about adulthood. You know, he at this point in time, your music should have changed. Your music should have grown, but you still want to get the party lit, and you 40. You know what I mean? You're too old to keep wanting to get the party lit. You should be talking about things of substance now. You know, I can see the occasional jam, summer jam, woo, that's smooth. But when you look at it, bro, you haven't grown up. You have the Peter Pan syndrome. And we're not going to talk about, you know, being the pedophile. We're not going to talk about you being that, or what they like to call minor attracted persons. We're not going to talk about that, man. You know, too much anyway. You know. So, is this man in court with another child? Was Kendrick correct on that? You know, it just seems like this man can't win for losing. I just, man, let's have a discourse on this. I mean, because I know at the end of the day, it don't matter to us, especially those that really don't give a damn about him one way or the other. But what does that do? What does that do for his legacy? If this is another child, what does that do for, Meet the Grams? Does that put that back on the charts? Does that become one of the best diss records? Do we put that in the conversation? Man, hit me down in that comments, in the comments below. Does Meet the Gram take on a new look, new feel? Does it, get back on the charts? Because if it's true, hey, that's what everybody said about Meet the Gram. That's the, out of all that shit, the only thing they had to complain about was Drake having a daughter. Not the simple fact that this dude said you should die because you and Harvey Weinstein are the same. Not the simple fact that this man started off said, "Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father." None of those things. It's just the fact that y'all want to say this man don't have a kid. It's not the fact that he was speaking to this man's mama and telling his daddy, "Yo, you raised a terrible person." But from what they said, he's admitted that his father wasn't around. So none of those are an issue, just this. So if this turns out to be the truth, whether it's a boy, girl, 11, 3, 1, whatever, does Meet the Grams take on a new life? Does this make Drake fans look at Drake differently now? Hit me down in the comments below, man. Let's talk, man. Let's have this conversation, man. We're grown around here. We can speak on shit. Peace.